Good afternoon to everybody wherever you happen to be, even if it isn't afternoon.
Indeed. Hope you're well.
We are back again for our penultimate episode of the month as we look at Act 2 of The Great White Hunted, where the garrison at Rouke's Drift have to contend with an alien lizard with a shoulder cannon.
Tense.
It is pretty tense, especially for them. Or did you say intense? Or is it intense?
Just tense.
Just tense. And relax. Our shout out for today is going to... who is it going to? I don't know. Oh yes! Again to another old friend. This one is for Michael from Michael's Adventures. He does a lot of nighttime filming, so he sets up night cameras around his land and films a lot of wildlife that come and visit his home.
Okay.
So a lot of stuff with a lot of raccoons.
Trash pandas.
Yay! And deer and other wonderful sort of local wildlife that comes around to say hello.
Awesome.
Very cool.
As always, again, thank you, Michael. And has anybody else got anything else they would like to add before we kill more people in the name of entertainment?
Well, not in this moment in time, no.
No, I don't. No.
From this couch.
So we got to the turning over of the wagons. Witch gets thrown in the thing and locked up.
Yep, that's right. This is where it's all going to suddenly go off the rails and be completely different.
Yes, absolutely, yes. Because this is the bit where some of this, there is still that kind of extended waiting as they're waiting for the battle to start.
Yeah,
which is just wonderful in the film itself. The tension is
You mean the sound as well of the
that train thing? Yeah,
it keeps going on for a while, doesn't it? And they're like, "What's that sound?"
So I don't suppose we'd get that
if the Zulus haven't arrived yet,
because the Predator wouldn't obviously announce that it's coming for you. It's gonna.
Do we get the sound of the Predator instead then?
I suppose.
Yeah.
No, sorry, wrong killer. It's Jason Voorhees versus them.
That's not even right either. But it's that weird back of the throat clicking sound.
Yeah. That made me think of The Grudge. So don't stop.
So yeah, that would have to be taken out.
Okay, so we'd lose that. But yeah, I'm just thinking if there's anybody who's on guard duty anywhere near where it is, they might hear it.
Okay.
Just to kind of shut them up a bit.
Yeah, yes. We could get people hearing the sound around the encampment.
Yeah.
Around the drift.
Again, retroactively, when Owens disappears, Evans hears the noise.
Yeah.
So when he comes back, he tells people about it, and they kind of brush it off, thinking that he's losing his nerve. But then other people start to hear it as well.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So how is this going to start? And obviously it's kind of started, but how are we going to do this? At what point do we get our first... our opening salvo?
I imagine it's when they've set up and they're at their positions with the guns. It's like that point when they're ready to start waiting for the actual Zulus, and they've arrayed around their posts. I'm just trying to wonder whether he would want to get up close for the first few kills, or whether he would take a few out with his blaster. It's a bit of a tough call about which choice the Predator would make on that.
If you look at the original film, he takes Blaine out from a distance because he's got the biggest gun.
Yes, but then again, he takes Hawkins out up close.
Yes, Hawkins goes first, doesn't he? Yeah, keep forgetting. Yeah. Before, just a quick aside, are we saying that the wits get carted off, get sent on their way prior to this?
We hadn't said that.
That's what I'm saying, that's what I'm asking.
Probably should be prior to that, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So that could be the signal, if you like.
Yeah.
The non-combatants are out.
Yes. Yeah, no, that's a good touch.
Yeah.
Because they are literally the only non-combatants in the entire place. So yeah.
Yes.
Gold star.
A gold star, I think. I do think it's a gold star. It's a nice touch.
Thank you.
And we've got a clear signifier for the start of...
The start of action.
So what, they just go in full guns at the whatever they think that's ahead of them? Because it's going to be invisible, so to speak.
It would be, yeah, I suppose it would be the... So is it... Because the attack starts on the south wall, doesn't it? So if all of the men are there waiting at their post...
Almost all of the men were at the south wall at the beginning, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe then when Corporal Evans walks past and he says to that guy, do your tuning up, and then the guy next to him just gets blown away.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Go from a little moment to sudden carnage.
Yeah.
And everyone just panics and then starts firing, but they don't know what they're firing at.
Of course they haven't even got smoke to fire at.
Yeah.
Referencing in Predator when Dutch and his gangs do all the shoot the shit out of everything.
Which I'm assuming would be responded to with a volley of blaster fire from the Predator.
Yeah.
So we're probably going to lose 5 or 6 here, at least.
Yeah, while they're doing the...
While they're doing that, yeah. And dragging the body and like, what's this? You know, they've never seen a wound like it.
Oh, no. Chest blown out, everything, you know.
Some sort of tiger?
Not unusual, old chap.
Took my leg.
Stings a bit.
You're going to have to get a clip from that now as well.
Please.
Maybe so like, 4 or 5 minutes of exchange of fire, and then it all goes silent.
Yeah.
Some explosions as well?
Oh, that's it. Thank you. Sorry, you just reminded me of something I did want to ask. With regards to our Predator, are we limiting the Predator to the weapons that we see in Predator, or are we allowing him to have access to stuff that we see, for example, in Predator 2?
I was wondering the same thing myself. Obviously, if we give ourselves the full run of all of the weapons that we've seen Predators use, there's a lot more variety in the kills we can get off here.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Do you think that's going too far?
I don't think it really matters. I was aiming more towards the fact that you don't actually know how he got the stuff or how much he has or what less. It just keeps going, basically.
So we've got license to drop in whatever we like.
With the disc and the spear and stuff like that.
Kind of how I visioned it.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the disc, that could take out quite a few in one go as well.
Yeah, absolutely. The net's going to come in handy as
So
well.
is cause the Predator can fire sort of explosions, can't he?
I think it's sort of meant to be some sort of plasma bolt.
Yeah. That can cause an explosion, can't it?
Well, yes, if it
A
hits
rocket
gunpowder
launcher of some
or
sort.
ammunition or anything like that, then it's gonna go make one hell of a bang. Yeah.
So we could do that and take a couple out.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, No, that's fine. We'll keep it for later.
Would have potential to cause fires because they mentioned that Blaine's wounds were all cauterized, so it must have run at a very significant heat when it hit his body. So that's enough heat to make explosives go off. Definitely.
Yeah. I think the net, like you said, I think there should be a net that takes out one or something. At least one or a few.
It depends on me because I think it was certainly big enough to take out one person. But I suppose if there's a few people together, then they might all get bunched up together if he throws it so it hits against a wall or something.
The British military have dynamite.
I was surprised that they don't in that.
They don't.
But then again, it's a nursing station, isn't it? So it's a hospital. Which I was surprised because when there's that bit where you see them opening the box and they're ripping the silver foil off with all the bullets in it, I thought initially when I was watching it that it was dynamite. But it's not.
Right.
But no, they don't appear to have any. You never see them use it in the film. So
It's a shame because that could have caused some
Obviously.
damage as well.
Back then it was mostly used for engineering, but yeah, they had dynamite.
we do have an engineer.
We do have an engineer.
Shard is an engineer, but would they have issued him with it for his job of building the bridge?
That's the question. Do we dare? Do we dare?
I don't know if we need it. We've got the bodies.
You've got bodies. You've got an absolute fuck ton of ammunition.
Yeah.
If it's not seen, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I think just
Let's move on. So we've had a few taken out. Are we going to then say that the Predator emulates the tactics that the Zulus uses and then goes and attacks from the north wall?
Well, yeah, because if they keeps attacking from the same direction, eventually their volley fire will get too accurate and it'll start hurting it.
And because it's big enough, or because it's fast enough, it can get around there reasonably quick enough to.
But yeah, it's easily 2 times, 3 times as fast as a man.
So the Predators retreated after a few kills.
Retreat after a few kills on the south wall.
But just so it can
Goes
come in
around.
it's just move around to get a different angle of attack.
There's been a break then, hasn't there, between these characters? So we're going into Bromhead's... Because Bromhead has his first first battle, isn't it?
For both of them, yeah.
Yeah,
for both of them?
Yeah.
Charlie doesn't reveal it till the very end, but yeah.
Right.
They're both for their
I
first
thought it was just
action.
Michael Caine's character. It was like, I've never...
It turns out, and he's an engineer, so most of his work.
Yeah, he literally says right at the end, I don't imagine a man could bear to go through that more than once in his life.
That's right, yes, he does say that. So they could mention something there at one point. They could, like you said earlier about the wounds, they could check out the bodies of the dead and then be like, I've never seen such. This must be out of something.
Yes, and
out
certainly,
of this world.
yeah. Well, something like that, or you get the rumours starting throwing around to the men. They've got the help of demons.
Yeah,
Possibly, yeah.
they think they're actually against demons. I like that.
I mean, the one conclusion
Or
they're going to
demon.
draw is that this is not Zulus.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the devil.
The devil. Yeah, it's the devil's work,
The devils, yeah, it's the devil's work on their side.
and they've just sent the missionaries away.
So do we have that in there? Do we have Bromhead and Chard's
Yeah.
little discussion about that, like the aftermath of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the one where are we up to the bit now where Michael Caine sort of like had a lot of hours sleep?
No, that's the kind of start of Act
That's the
3.
next
That's the start of Act 3.
Yeah. This is going to be quite a lot because the night time isn't until it's about an hour 52 into the film.
Yeah,
It'll
we
be
might
quite
get
short.
there earlier than that.
We might do, yeah, because of the way that the Predator operates, and also we're going to have to cheek time a little bit.
Okay.
So we get an attack from the north.
Can we make this one up close and personal then?
Yeah.
Because the last one was a volley of blaster fire. Mm-hmm. Maybe get him getting up close and personal with some of those claw action, and because it'll be like it just came out of nowhere. You know, it'll be adding to the chaos and the fear of the men.
So, the men at the North Wall are standing there waiting, and it comes up from the side with the disc and just slices through a line of heads.
Yeah.
Gory. Then, like, it goes up to someone who survives that, maybe, and adds your idea with the claw attack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Someone's petrified. That's they sort of.
Which is when they then send the reinforcements from the South Wall to bolster up the North.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got dozens of men swinging wildly into empty air, trying desperately to fight something they can't see.
Probably got Colour Sergeant Bourne trying to stop people from deserting.
Exactly. I was about to bring him up.
Yeah.
What about Henry Hook?
Henry Hook.
Henry Hook's like, shoot at him. What am I shooting at?
Yeah.
Can't see the bugger. How can I shoot at him?
Well, he could almost be the one that says it's the devil or something, because he's convinced that it's something beyond that, and everyone's like, no, it must be the...
I don't know. He's pretty worldly wise. He tries to be pretty down to earth. Hook. The criminal.
Yeah, he's a coward, though, isn't he? Or something like that, isn't he?
I put it more with one of the Joneses myself.
Yeah.
They seem a little bit more religious types that might go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think it'd be one of the more religious types who's most likely going to think.
You know, the guy he's always playing the game with, that's one of the Joneses.
Right, okay.
So he'd be having that conversation with him.
Yeah. He'd be like, what the hell are you talking about? No.
Yeah.
He's almost got that kind of, hokey religions and ancient weapons aren't no match for a good blaster by his side. He's almost got that Han Solo kind of attitude.
He has kind of got that sort of mentality, yeah.
Of course, we do get, in this, the wonderful score from John Barry, which does in places make everything sound a little bit Bond.
It does. There are also a couple of moments, though, where the soundtrack sounded startlingly similar to the soundtrack for Predator.
There is.
There are just a couple of moments, but they are in there.
Yeah, so it does work.
Got a mass melee going on. So this is equivalent to the second charge.
Yeah.
When the lines start to break and Dutchie comes out and starts clobbering things with his walking stick.
Yes.
Can I say that Dutchie's the first one to get an actual hit in on the Predator?
Oh, yeah. I like that. Yeah.
Swinging wildly, because the Predator's knocked down Chard. Because that's what happened, isn't it? Chard gets knocked down and Dutchie goes on a rampage.
And saves him, yeah.
Yeah, and saves him.
Nice touch.
Even though it's just a walking stick, it's not going to do that much damage. It's the first hit that any of them have got in on it.
So should we say it's a wild hit and it damages his shoulder cannon?
I'm not sure if I want to really take the shoulder cannon out of...
Okay, maybe not damage to the shoulder cannon. I'm just thinking it damages something so you get that flickering effect, so we get maybe just a glimpse of it.
It damages arm piece.
Yes, so the camouflage goes...
on the arm.
Yeah, so we get that kind of... like when he jumps in the water.
Yeah.
It doesn't take it out completely, but
But it
enough
gives
so
that
they can...
flicker.
So they can see it.
Yeah, they can see it for a few seconds.
And that causes it to... Because when they can see it, they've got something to aim at.
Yeah.
Then it bugs out for a bit, which gives us another moment of downtime.
Good.
Yeah.
Well done, boys.
Yeah. Does anybody want to get a random hitting on him when he's leaving?
That to him,
Yeah.
Yeah. Because then we get the bit when he has to go and fix himself up, you know.
Who's that, sorry?
Shard?
No, a random hit in on the Predator while he's running.
It's a shame we haven't got a Gatling gun. Sorry. We don't have a Gatling gun.
We'll jam, though, at some point.
Yeah. Of course. But no, I thought if we wanted to do that, that would be where in the second act, where they do the initial kind of like rifle wall,
Ah, right.
where they're doing the ranks.
Yeah, yeah.
That would be that would be the point to do that.
So it'll be next time then.
Yes.
Because that's when they start getting into the proper ranks, don't they?
Mm-hmm. We could change it up then, and maybe what they do is rather than him. Oh no, is it too soon for that? Are we too soon? When the Predator tries to get away, that's when it goes into the hospital. Leaps up onto the roof, goes through the roof into the hospital. Or leaps up onto the roof and falls through the roof because it can't take his weight. And then we get... But that's too soon. That's later in the act, isn't it?
Mm. It's the fourth rush. It's the last piece of action of the second act is the bit when the infirmary gets attacked.
Okay, so that might be... what I've just said there may be too soon.
No, act 3.
We can have somebody wing him.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be a great hit, just a little one, because we need that. If it bleeds, we can kill it moment.
Oh, yes.
Of course we do.
I think Michael Caine should just say it.
I was going to say Ardendorf.
Oh, I like both.
Who's that again?
That's the
That's the bower.
That's with them.
The one who's telling them all about the tactics and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, him, right.
Yeah, at the end who says they're saluting fellow braves.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I don't know, well, we've offered alternatives, so which do you prefer?
I kind of like the posh bloke saying it. I don't know why, but I just love the idea of this. Well, if it beats, we can kill it.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair, you won that, fair and square.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It was your suggestion. So we can throw in a bit of stuff here with Patrick McGee, with Reynolds.
Yes. About
what the hell, what's I don't know what's caused this. I've never seen a wound cauterized like this before, all this kind of stuff.
Yeah. What do you expect me to do with these men?
Your job.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're up to fourth wave now.
And that's the bit where the rooftop fighting and everything like that. This is where it all goes down and the night falls.
Okay. I, for some reason, again, I'm sure it's reasonably well constructed, but I don't know whether it goes up on the roof and the roof can't take its weight and it falls through. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's when you get that fight inside.
So they've got some of the men up on the roof. It goes up to deal with them, and it just doesn't realise that its weight is just not going to...
Sorry.
It's Flash Jr.
Flash is back!
Flash has a son!
He's going to take aim, it stands on the beam gives it drops as it's fired, and it's the blast that goes off that sets the roof alight.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But this is where we can have stuff with the net, because there's all people in there. He throws the net and it catches a load of people, pins them to the bedposts and stuff.
Yeah.
And then they do the thing where they try and block the doors. Get a hole in that wall! And then you just see this fist come through the wall and grab one of them and smack his head against the wall or something.
Yeah.
You know?
All right.
Ooh, but is this the point where they're going to go to rush to try and reinforce the people in the hospital when the Zulus appear on the hill? Or are we going... Oh no, we said they're going to appear at the end, aren't they? Mm-hmm. It's just as a distraction, otherwise we've got loads of men standing around not doing anything who can... I mean, that could be it. Once they realise it's in there, they do try and rush forward and try and trap it in there.
Oh, that would make for an interesting third act. What do you think?
I quite like that idea.
Yeah. That'll change the nature of the third act. Alright, so the Zulus arrive now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, not they arrive now. They arrive in the morning.
They arrive in the morning, okay. But so we end this act with them trying to block the exit so that if they think it's in there, that they've got rid of it.
I think we're going to lose a lot of those injured soldiers in there.
Absolutely.
Because they're already under par.
Yeah.
And this thing is just, they're no match for it.
Are we going to lose Hook now as well, then?
Well, we've got to make a soldier out of him somehow, haven't we?
Yeah. We lose Hook, but he saves the sergeant. Is it Max Felder, is it?
Max Felder, I think, yeah.
So he saves him, but in doing so, he has to sacrifice himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Sorry, Hooky, you don't make it this time.
No. But, as you say, yeah, he does. He does his soldierly duty.
I always like that bit. I always said I'd make a soldier out of you, sonny boy.
Yeah. It's a shame. I did think about that as well. Again, what you're saying about, okay, they don't have dynamite, but they have got a cabinet full of chemicals. They could have whipped up something with those.
Oh, yeah.
Suppose. Never really thought about it that way.
Give us a weapon with your scientific mumbo-jumbo.
Science, bitch.
I don't know what you say. Yeah.
But that would bring us to the end of our new Act 2.
Yeah, that's the end of Act 2, pretty much, yeah.
Brilliant.
Wunderbar.
We did it somehow.
That is Act 2 of The Great White Hunted done. And we're going to be back on Friday with our final act of this one, and also at the end of it, giving our thoughts and our votes for which one should be our maybe movie for the month.
Indeed. Polls?
I was just trying to build the tension.
Ah.
Don't blame me, him. It's all him. Anyway, yes, there will be our poll going up. So that will be on...
Dude, you just... Every time.
Our poll will go up at some point.
Will be going up on Twitter, on our Patreon, and on our Instagram story as well. And I think I'll put it on LinkedIn. I think I can do one on there. But yeah, go and have a look. Watch, obviously, the videos. Have a think and let us know which one you think should be our maybe movie for the month, which obviously we will announce at the pitch meeting for next month. Until Friday, though, have a warm day. Something like that. Anyway, I'm just waiting for somebody to say that I've said something terrible. We'll see you on Friday.
You changed it a bit. At least that's the main thing.
As always, guys, TTFN.
Sayonara.
Ba 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 ba.